All right, here we go. Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana, trying to set all this up. 3 areas. Excuse me. I'm going to talk about 3 areas. This is an introduction for me. These 3 areas keep coming back. They're the core of what I'm trying to lead, coach, teach in, work in. One is the restored gospel of Jesus Christ. That's what this video is shortly on. We're also going to talk about Tony Robbins a little bit in leadership and how to work with some of the things he has and use a program that he has. We're also going to talk about a home business. Now, if you work in the gospel, you try to improve your personal life, your leadership skills, your personal character with those 2 things. The 3rd one is nature, sunshine, and networking in and off, online and offline. They're not easy, but these 3 areas just keep coming back to me. So we're going to go with it. We're going to work with it. We're going to see what we can do. I encourage people to look at the restored gospel of Jesus Christ. So I'm going to talk about these 3 videos. This is an introduction for me. We're going to break our index up into 3 different major categories. There are going to be some subcategories in all these areas because they're too big to be just in one category. They've got to be broken up into some subcategories. So here goes. Took no spoils. His only crown was made of thorns. He won victories no one else could. Think about the resurrection. He calmed the troubled seas. We're going to speed this up. He lived, and he was resurrected. He's King of Kings. He'll come back and rule and reign for 1,000 years. We're preparing for that second coming now. Learn the principles of peace. How do you learn the principles of peace? One of the best ways is to come into this church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, because it's a full gospel, and there's full service and there's full commitment to it that you can't find in other churches. Okay, let's go to Tony Robbins here. He's talking about a great coach that is up against the wall and failing because he just lost a great competition.
Game. Why does he want to do that?
Okay, so let's speed this up. He's talking about LA Lakers and Pat losing here, and the players saying, I don't want to do things 25% better. We put our heart and soul into it last year, and we lost. They're pushing back. They're mutinying, saying, forget you.
It's one thing to lose. It's another lose when you feel like you gave what? Everything. So the next year...
So Pat loses. They put everything into it, and they lose. The team rebels.
25% better? When you lost in the 7th game by this many points?
The team is saying, screw you, Pat. We put everything into this. We can't do 25% better. And they mutiny. And he comes to Robbins and say, what am I going to do? I've never had this happen before.
He's Tony, I don't think I like this idea at all. I said, listen to me. Go to him and say, to think that you guys that gave your souls all last year, every game, could do 25% more is complete bullshit. You gave your all. We left it all on the table. We lost in the last game, literally by a few points. It was devastating for everybody. Go back and say, it's stupid of me to do that. I want to apologize. There's no way you could do 25% more. In fact, truthfully, there's not any more anybody here could do. So here's what we're going to do. Let's just do our best. Let's try and duplicate what we did last year and just maybe a little better. And we'll let the chips fall where they may. Now, you say that to world-class athletes who consider themselves to be the best in the world, and you go, you can't really get any better. Now what happens? So if I come along, put your fist out. If I come out like this and I push on him, what is he doing? I didn't tell him to push back. Why is he pushing back? That's human nature. I'm pushing hard. He's pushing hard. Now, if one of us misses, we got a challenge. Right? So I said, here's what you do. Instead of pushing them for 25%, push them that you know they can't do any better. And any man with his salt, what's he going to do? He's going to push back. So these guys go, what the hell are you talking about? You're right, 25% is insane, but saying we're not going to improve at all, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Now he's got these guys giving him about having low standards. It's the perfect piece. So I said, when they do it, and it's predictable they will, all you got to do is go, okay, you're right. To have no standard is stupid. None of us are about that. Let's just improve a tiny bit. Let's all agree that we'll just improve 1%. 1% in 5 areas of the game. So 1% better in rebounding, 1% better in free throws, 1% from the floor, 1% better on block shots. 5 elements, 1% better.
All right. So what's happening here? Tony's teaching Pat, let's set a standard. You know, he's going to apologize. He didn't like to do that, but he did. He said it's stupid to push 25%. Let's go to 1%. Now they're saying, hey, Pat, we can do better than 1%. He's got him on his side. So what are your standards? Where are you at? Can you improve 1%, 5%? I don't know. But you've got to set a standard and improve on that standard. But first you've got to set a standard and then work on improving it. And that's what we're going to do in Nature Sunshine. That's what we're going to do in the Gospel of Jesus Christ. That's what we're going to do in weight loss management and energy and eating habits, buying habits, emotional support, social marketing online with your business. We're going to look at a base and we're going to look on improving that. Let's go to the last one here. And so Tony turns this guy around, turns his team around. They come back in the next game, and then guess what? They go against Boston, but they beat Boston this time. So there we are. Now the last one here is inform, and we're talking about burning fat. We're talking about being fit for life. We're also talking about metabolism. We're talking about buying habits. We're talking about menu. We're talking about eating habits. We're talking about social support. All this in one, and it's a coaching program. It's a social support program, and it's helping one another stick to the program and support one another, not only in weight loss, but buying habits, eating habits, metabolism increasing, energy increasing. But this has benefits in it beyond just weight loss and management, buying habits, eating habits, so forth. This has power in it to change and transform your life. You'll take these principles and work with the coaching principles that are in it in every aspect of your life. Look at it at the gospel, look at it at personal growth and benefit, look at it at weight and health, look at it at business management, look at it at your professional standards, your standards in your life, your family, your social, your spiritual. This has great repercussions if you look at the coaching and training in this, charting a path, working, getting the support going on. This has great benefits, online business benefits as well as profit, as well as emotional support, and being fit emotionally, mentally, physically, weight loss-wise, in almost every area. This has great benefits. And just show you some of these quick ones. We're talking about losing weight now, talking about body composition and measurements to keep you on track, talking about not your testimony, but other people's testimonies. Here's Howard's.
I've been in a lot of weight loss programs, and they all work, but nothing's permanent. I thought, well, maybe this one will be different and I can learn some more stuff. It's not a weight loss program, it's a lifestyle program. And that was really the big thing that hit me was it's not about weight loss.
Now he says it's about lifestyle program. Listen to that. We're talking about what standards you're going to keep, how you're going to coach yourself, how you're going to mentor yourself, how you're going to lead yourself and lead others. We're talking about lifestyle changes.
Just a benefit of it, but it's an entire lifestyle change. I have lost all of the weight that I wanted to lose, and quicker than I had by dieting. The good news is I know how to do that now and maintain my lifestyle without gaining the weight back. which is the other part of this is, how do you maintain? I'm more physically active now. It's easier for me to get around. I have more energy. It's just, the benefits just go on.
All right. So we're talking about Nature Sunshine and this Inform program being a key element to waste management, increasing your metabolism, eating better, shopping better, doing a better menu, keeping it off, maintaining it, and helping others create those habits, those successful habits which are going to be maintained over a long-term period and be beneficial to you and others around you. Again, this is my introduction in these three areas. We're talking about the restored gospel, living the gospel, finding out what it is, living it. We're talking about personal health and coaching with Tony Robbins and others. We're talking about being your best and setting some of those standards. We're talking about Nature Sunshine and using the Inform program. Now, there's a fourth area that I'm mixing with all this, and it's online marketing, both online and offline. And we're talking about David D Williamson and his program. I've got to get into that and do more. I haven't shown you that. Let's pause this. All right, this is my Facebook site. Let me move this up here. Facebook / Roger L. Martin, Billings, Montana. Now, he helped me work on the photo cover, this updated profile picture, but that's not all. We go back into some groups here. We're looking at Nature Sunshine, one of the groups. This is it. I'm getting some help here, but we're also looking at interaction. We'll look at 21 notifications today. This has been as high as 80, almost 90 notifications. That hasn't happened. When we look at all the events that are going on Facebook, let's look at Dave's picture. Well, we're going to look at mine. Excuse me, I'm going to go back here. We're going to look at this one here. I want you to notice up here, social media with Roger. This is part of my three areas. We're talking about Nature Sunshine, the gospel. We're talking about motivating and coaching and working with your dreams. These are the three areas. But doing this successfully and getting a coach, being a coach and getting coached are necessary components here. Let's move this down. Inspired leaders bless all with more love and light. Facebook, YouTube, and my phone number. This guy has got a team. I got 25 likes on this the first day and was able to change this and rename up here this name. So you do things like that. You couldn't get this normally. This had a number on it. But with enough likes and this group had enough action and go-getters, first day, got 25 likes, better 26, and changed this. His requirement is 25, and was able to change the name. That has never happened before. David D. Williams helped do that with his group. They're a bunch of go-getters. They work and they support one another. That makes all the difference in the world. We're going to end that. Those are the four areas. Again, let's review quick. We're talking about the restored gospel of Jesus Christ. We're talking about coaching and mentoring. And part of that is being mentored and being a coach. We're talking about Nature Sunshine. We're talking about living your life to your fullest, lifestyle changes, building your dreams and building your goals and your ambitions, measuring stuff and making it work. So we're actually talking about four different areas. So on the right of my page, you'll find those four areas. You'll find the online marketing and coaching with David D. Williams on Facebook and other groups. He's into 60 groups. We'll talk about working with your dreams and where you're at and coaching and mentoring. We'll talk about Nature Sunshine and the coaching and mentoring that goes on there with weight loss, energy, and so forth. We'll talk about the restored gospel of Jesus Christ. And we're going to talk about working with these things out of not blogging and social interaction with wealthy affiliates. We're going to talk about networking and also working in person with people. You need both. You need that personal stuff and you need the networking online. You need both. So those four areas we're going to talk about. Again, the Restored Gospel Living It, talking about personal coaching and training and mentoring and your personal development, talking about nature, sunshine, and networking on and offline. Talking about Williams. Part of that coaching and mentoring is David D Williams and his group, and how to turn these leads and these contacts into a business building process and a personal changing and coaching process. Remember, if you're set up to ready to lead and to grow, and you get others to follow you and brand you, this branding will lead to influence, and this influence will lead to profits. Again, this is Roger Mark from Billings, Montana. Have a great day. We will catch you later.